Okay, so after that last episode where we were trying to come over here to make our base, and then we kind of got a little bit sidetracked by this lovely little dino right here. Yeah, look at me, thank you. Yeah, after all of that, I've been over here for a little bit, trying to kind of plan things out a little. So what I've got is, I've got this massive area right here, and this is probably going to be the actual building of our base, but I've also decided to try and connect it to the bridge. So what I did right here was, and it was really annoying to try and do, but I've roughly lined it up. I think it's fairly straight. It's probably not perfect, but in all honesty, trying to get that perfect would take a long time because this whole bridge is not like the same width as foundations. And by that I mean, look at the way that the bridge ends right here and my foundation starts right here. Now let's check out the other side and I'll show you that, yeah, it's kind of the same thing. So trying to get this in the middle, but then also trying to get this straight along the whole thing, a little bit of a nightmare, but I think I did a pretty good job. And right down here, I had to do the exact same thing. So yeah, we've got a gate down here. This is a stone behemoth gate, but I've just put the skin on it. So it looks really cool, but yeah, I kind of figured, oh, what the hell? Oh, the snow, like, disappears and then reappears or something. Also, the snow doesn't go here at all, so I might remove those. I don't know. But yeah, so this is kind of like a way of like sectioning off the bridge and like having that as part of the base, because initially I wasn't thinking about that, but I like that actually. I think that would be a little bit better than just kind of having the gate down here and then opening it up to the danger. Letting the danger pretty much come all the way down to my gate would be a bad idea. So yeah, anyway, here's the base, and I guess we're gonna get going. So an idea that I have is to kind of have like multi-tiered roofs. So in here I've got a bunch of stuff. Also, by the way, I did tame up that Anki, and we also have a Dodic now as well. That was a 145, and it was literally like right over there somewhere. So yeah, not too bad. I'm very happy that the Ankis and Dodics spawn pretty much right across from me. It's very, very useful. So anyway, let's get going. So the first thing to do will be place down a gate, because that's obviously going to be our way into our new little base. And then I guess I'm just going to grab a bunch of these walls, and we're just kind of place them all down and try and figure things out. So I have an idea where, let's see, I think I'd probably have to build up some of it before I even start showing you what I mean. So I guess, yeah, let's just go. So let me just place a full set of walls all the way along here. Although actually, where's the middle? I think this would be the middle, right? I want to leave that one blank just for the moment, because I'm thinking of maybe putting a doorway right there. So it's 13 long, this area. So yeah, right in the middle would be right here. Should I do a double doorway? Yeah, sure, why not? Cool. All right, I'm going to do the exact same on the opposite side, and that would be right here. Also, I definitely don't have enough material. How the hell did that go there? I don't have enough materials to get this this all done right now, so I think what we might end up having to do is take a little like detour halfway through and go and maybe get a mammoth or something. In fact, I probably should have knocked it out now, because then I could work on this. Maybe. Okay, we'll do a little bit more of this, and then I think we'll go get a mammoth, because yeah, I definitely need one. In fact, you know what? Let me see. Let me try and figure out this part. So I'm kind of thinking that in the middle here, we're gonna have this kind of go up as more of like a flat wall, and then right here, if we do just a couple of these here, I think we're gonna start sloping up from here. So this will continue up a little bit, and then it will slope. This will slope now. So yeah, let me grab some roof pieces. Yeah, I definitely don't have enough of those. I've got like 40. That's not enough at all. Oh man, I'm gonna need a ton of those. So I'm thinking if we go like that right there. Oh, I've just had an idea. Hang on. Let me grab some stuff. I need ceilings. These regular ones, they look like it. It really frustrates me how they still haven't changed the triangle ceilings, you know, because this is the triangle ones, this is the square ones. Why is this not a picture of a triangle? That's beyond me. I have no idea why they decided to do that. They should really replace all of these small triangle pieces with actual triangles so people know what they're looking at, because it's very frustrating. I mean, obviously you can learn what they look like, but like on a quick glance, you're not really gonna know. So yeah, that definitely frustrates me. Gonna get a couple of these guys right down here. Thinking of having maybe like a little like kind of balcony type thing up there. So We might actually slope this and then bring this up a little bit and then slope that and then bring this up even further and then slope that. So basically like one kind of tiered roof here, the next one's here, the next one's here, and then it will tier down to the exact same kind of way that we did at the front. But yeah, that's gonna take a little bit. You know what? Oh, hang on. It would have been so handy if I got this one skill. Oh, it's this one. Yeah, okay. So what this is this is like a builder's, I'm gonna just say wet dream, because it essentially is. You basically use that skill, and it's limitless in terms of time. You don't have to worry about all that. So you use it, and you basically just become like a little like wisp, a little flame thing that you could just fly up into the air, and you could just build using that from, you know, obviously your own inventory. But like, what the hell? Okay. Why is that so far in the stupid skill tree? That's so far. That would be really, really handy for just everybody to have access to, but no, it's really far all the way down here, and you're gonna want other skills as well. So yeah, kind of a pain. That would be super useful in this situation. It's very good. If you have the skill points, check it out if you like building, because yeah, it's definitely gonna be perfect for that. I need a better way of trying to get up to these places, because yeah, we really don't have a good way of doing it. Can I climb buildings with you? I guess I can. Okay, yeah, that's not too bad. All right, so we're gonna just angle this fella going all the way down here. Can I get that next one? There we go. And there we go. So this will be like the first kind of like tier of the roof. And yeah, then we got to figure out this next part. Could probably build some scaffolding, but in all honesty, having this dude is definitely gonna make it easier. So just for like placeholder, I'm just gonna go ahead and do that. And then what we'll do is we will build up from this part. So this will be like the next one. And obviously I'll fill in the gaps and everything, so we won't have like, you know, this massive open gaping hole. Although now what I'm thinking with this like balcony thing, we might end up having a gaping hole, which is probably not going to be the worst thing ever, but I just know Axe is going to just come over and try and lick my feet when I'm logged off. Like one time I actually logged on, I found him, he had taken off my shoes, and he was just staring at my feet for like 10 minutes. I didn't move at all. I didn't move, and I don't think he knew I was there. But, yeah, no, he was just staring at my feet. Now, in hindsight, it's a bit strange, but I thought maybe it was for a video, but it actually wasn't. No, he was just staring at my feet. Like, he wasn't even recording. So, yeah, I don't know. I'm a little bit worried about leaving my doors unlocked, but I just know he'll find a way in anyway. So, it is what it is. Anyway, let's see. So, basically, we'll have this kind of extend across, of course, and it will come to here, and it will also go up from there, but we don't really have enough pieces for me to like build all of this right now. We can build a couple more roof pieces though. We do not have any stone. Oh, that's unfortunate. Okay, let's see. I do have more anyway. Let me grab those. Okay, so I think I'll just I'll fill in this bit, and then we got to figure out this bit right here. Okay, so I'm just getting the front on right here, and luckily we're able to build it all from the ground pretty easily. So I'm going to need like slope bits for all of those, and then we're also going to need slope bits for here, and then we're also going to need more to put upside down to close those bits up. But yeah, all in all, it's looking pretty cool. I'll show you like the middle part of the roof in just a second here. Let me grab you. Probably not going to be able to get these up here. I mean, I'm going to be able to get the low down ones, but maybe not the high up ones. Let me see. I can't get up there. Oh, I was getting up there, but I can't get up there. Oh, that sucks. Hang on. Let me go in from this doorway. Perfect. Okay, so yeah, let me just get these fellas in real fast. Right there, and then yeah, I don't think I'll be able to get those ones. Not from here. Cool, we'll do that later. But yeah, so here's what the middle roof will kind of look like. So yeah, we have the front tier. It comes up a little bit. We have the next one. This is a bit of a wide roof, and then our middle roof is a little bit slimmer, but it's wider than the front. So I think it's gonna look pretty cool. I like to build interesting shapes, so you know, this is gonna be cool. I like the like multi-tiered roof. We've done it before, and we'll probably do it again, but yeah, it's definitely interesting. So here's what we'll kind of have to do. I need to make sure I'm getting these on like the nice snap point. Yeah, that's not it. Actually, hang on, wait. So first of all, we will be changing all of this to the Lost Colony skins. Okay, so that's mostly everything placed down is currently the Lost Colony stuff. We could have done all of this with like the vanilla with sprinkles, but it's all good. So yeah, here is what it's gonna look like for the moment, but I don't want windows everywhere. Like, I do really like the windows. I think they look great, but I don't want them absolutely everywhere. Maybe like low down and then high up or something. I don't really know, but yeah. Either way though, like the skins do look quite good. I really like them, and I will now have to place more coming down here, more walls, because I don't like the way it kind of steps off here. Definitely gonna need walls surrounding this place now. God damn it. I'm just creating more work for myself. We should probably go get a mammoth though, in all honesty. Cause yeah, like I don't really have any wood. I mean, like, I've been running around just hitting the trees, and like it's working out a little bit, but in all honesty, I do need something that can gather wood regardless, so we should go get one. Maybe what I can do is I can use my Cryolophosaurus, because I actually use that thing to knock out the Anki and the Dodic. And around where the mammoths are, where am I going into there? Around where the mammoths are, we have tons and tons of like deep snow that we can easily get to. So yeah, he's gonna be perfect for it. All right, we are on our way to go get a mammoth, but I just wanted to show you this really crazy side profile of what we're doing right now. Just like hitting all the way back over. It's kind of insane. All I'm doing actually is hitting C and left click, because I actually have my guy on auto run. So this is quite useful. Definitely not as good as a flyer, obviously, but you know, this is not a bad mode of transport, I have to say. So, yeah, we're heading back over to our old area where I do not have a shack anymore. In hindsight, I should have left a bed there, but I did not do that. So, yeah, unfortunate, but it is what it is. Let's see, we are getting quite close. We just need to maybe pivot a bit towards this way. Why is there a Drakeling all the way up here? Why are you attacking me? It's so rude. I'm also out of stam. Let's see. Let me get off in this direction here. But yeah, so we just want a high level one. In all honesty, there's quite a lot of mammoths around, so I won't really be settling for anything less than a 140. And you know, regardless, it's gonna take quite a long time to wake up, because that's just mammoths. And yeah, it's also gonna be a berry tame, so that's gonna make it even worse. It's gonna lose quite a few levels, but it's all good. A mammoth, honestly, is probably one of the best creatures for gathering wood. I mean, like, there's so many creatures that can do it, but I just really like mammoths, because they're also really capable of handling their own, you know? You don't have to really worry about dying while you're running around your mammoth. Unless you run into a gigantic pack of creatures or something, then you're not really going to have too many issues. But, yeah, we should be good to go here. We could actually just do a little bit of, like, jumping as well, but I am out of stam, so that's unfortunate. Anyway, let's actually just hop off here. Here we go. Nice. At some stage soon, I think I should probably go get a Desmodus. I'm just thinking it would have been so handy to have a Sanguine Elixir for this. Oh boy, it really would. And actually, now when you're getting your first Desmodus, you don't have to, like, I mean, like, you can't. Okay, so basically the way to get one is you actually have to have blood packs in your inventory. You let them pick you up, and then instead of drinking your blood, they drink the blood in the blood packs. You know, pretty standard. So for that, you're gonna need quite a few blood packs, of course. And yeah, in the past, it's been kind of a manual thing. You'll have to like manually get them. And in all honesty, I probably would have recommended always going for a low level Desmodus, just because you'll be able to tame it fast. You'll be able to use that for like 2 minutes, and you'll have enough blood packs to tame a high level one. But now what we can do is we can use the medical stand, and if you have a creature that you don't need anymore, you could just drain all of its blood and use that. So that's even easier, man. It really is. Like, that is such a useful piece of kit. I really appreciate that addition. And also, you know, of course, you can use it to keep your tames down. Well, like your current tames, like the ones that you are taming. You can keep them down and out and everything. Did they change the amount of mammoths around here? Because I haven't seen a single one. I'm also actually gonna kill some of you guys on the way around here. But yeah, super useful. I have to say, the medical stand is gonna be just that really good item that I feel like a lot of people are gonna make use of. Hello, otter. I think they nerfed the amount of otters at least. I love the way that the Solwyn actually has almost kind of the exact same thing as the Thyla, where you're able to just like mass jump and oh hello, and get to places really fast. Let's see, let's do that, and then let's also put on our Tundra Power, and we get a really nice initial hit in with that. And let me quickly just kill you real fast. Is the other one aggroed? The other one is not aggroed somehow. Interesting. Okay. I don't know why you're not pissed. I'm killing your buddy. Really? Okay, cool. Well, we'll just do it then. Oh man. I've been berry taming everything so far, like all the creatures we've gotten in like the last day. It would have been really handy if we had like Archelons on this map, you know? Ah, that would have been so useful. There we go. That's our little glacial power hit right there. You can use the tundra power from your Veilwind and then also glacial power from this guy and just stack them and do a really good hit like that. So pretty useful. We also have another mammoth over there, level 50. I could probably maybe try and kill that one real fast. Might be a little harder. I'm kind of thinking of maybe just shotgunning it with the crossbow, but yeah, never mind. Let's, oh, did I just use glacial power? I didn't even know that I properly clicked that, but apparently I did. Oh, you're mate boosted as well, of course. And we try and do this real fast. I'm getting nerfed with all this freaking debuffs right now. That sucks. I do like no damage. Let's pop this on. Let me, come on. I'm trying to bite. There we go. Okay, it was actually happening. Pop back on the glacial power. Get a nice big hit in. I say big hit, it's hardly anything, but it's all good. We did it. All right, let me see. Let me move over here. I gotta swap to my my little dude. What is he called? My Cryolophosaurus. It's not very little. I don't know why I said he was little. Let's see. You have this and that and those. Cool. All right, let me put you away. And Cryolophosaurus, here you are. Oh, we got another penguin right there. Ooh, throw. There we go. Nice. Oh, we could actually use the tundra power on this guy as well. Oh, and by the way, if you're looking to increase the amount of shots that it can, I guess ammo that it can store up. Oh, is this not deep snow? Really? Oh, come on. This is really deep snow. This is like some of the deepest snow around. Oh, there we go. Okay, I was about to say, like, that'd be bull. But yeah, if you're looking to increase the amount of ammo that you can hold all at once, you want to increase oxygen. So I've pumped like 12 levels into that, and I think we were on like 11 shots, and now we're up to 23. So yeah, I'm now thinking like in the future, probably the far future, I would love to see what a maxed out Cryolophosaurus could be. You know, maxed out melee, maxed out oxygen, you know. That'd be pretty insane, because like the melee itself, increasing that deals more damage, which deals more torpor. So you don't really need to do that much oxygen, but it would still be nice, you know? So yeah, anyway, let me quickly just kill you real fast. And yeah, I guess we're gonna begin here. So I'm actually gonna pop on the Tundra Power, which is only gonna do the initial hit, so it's all good. And then we're gonna pop on Hyperstate, and then I'm gonna just start blasting. Here we go. I almost held down left click, which is not good. So yeah, we did a little bit of extra damage. Unfortunately, this guy will debuff me quite a lot. It doesn't seem like he can get headshots at all with the spit as well, which definitely sucks, but it is what it is. Oh, he's up there now. Okay, we're gonna pop out of that. We're gonna just move back a little bit. Don't really need to refill just yet. I keep hitting C to switch stance, but it doesn't work that way. Here we go. Don't have the debuff anymore. And we don't have hyperstate as well, so that's why I dropped down by even more. So I would imagine he's pretty close, because he's already running. Do I have my magnifying glass? I do not. I'm an idiot. I should have brought that with me. All right, let's see. No, you're still attacking. Okay. Interesting. We have 3 more shots. Okay, and there's the last one. So let me run over here. Just restock. Okay, we are full again. And let's begin. And of course, that comes in just as I refill. That sucks. Let's pop into hyperstate. Come on. All right, this guy should be down quite soon. It's definitely a very useful way of knocking things out, you know, actually getting to use a creature for it. It's pretty interesting. The only thing I'd be a little bit worried about is the travel speed of these shots, because yeah, if you're like shooting them from too far away, you're not going to have that much, you know, or you're going to have extra time, I suppose, between when you shoot and when that shot hits, and that's more time for error, so we don't want that. So that's why I'm getting a little close now, and he's out. Okay, and I don't think I messed that up. I don't believe that I did, but if I did, you know, like, what was I supposed to do there? Oh, man. I really hope I didn't, because I was literally just like, oh, yeah, you would have get nice and close. Why do I always... I should just stop speaking about things, because that often happens, you know? Of course I did. Of course I forgot something to grab berries with. I was literally thinking like, oh yeah, don't forget to grab your Anki so you can grab some berries. And what did I do? Forgot to grab my Anki. Okay, the theory looks to be far enough away. Cool. So yeah, let me head on over and we'll pop down the medical stand, which we might actually end up needing just a little bit anyway. Yeah, let's pop this bad boy down. So what you want to do is, like, you can place this in your base and have one just in your base somewhere, but well, yeah, what you want to actually do is you want to select your kind of what you want to do. So obviously in this case, we want this mammoth to stay down. So I want to do the torpor creature, but we could also heal it if we had blood packs in here, which is also very useful for when you've like knocked out a creature and it's very low on health. And if you don't care about effectiveness, you could still manage to keep it alive. But yeah, torpor creature, and then we select the mammoth and then attach. And then what it does is it kind of just like shoots a little kind of thing right into the mammoth. And then if you have narcotic in here, you have to use narcotic, not narco berries. I don't believe narco berries work at all. Place narcotic stimulants and blood packs in here. So yeah, narco berries do not do anything. But what that will do is it will basically drip feed this narcotic to the mammoth and keep it down. So yeah, just super useful. I love that. I really do. Like, that's such a good idea. And it's this like nice little piece of extra kit that we get to have. And in all honesty, we might all end up like using that for taming going forward. I mean, definitely for things that you know they'll need a little bit of narcotic. I don't know how well it actually does it though. I don't know how fast it like drips in the narcotic. Does it wait until it specifically needs a bunch and then it drips it in, or does it just keep it topped up at all times? That's the only thing I think I need to figure out for myself. But yeah, I don't know, like, just thinking about it, you know, you could just drop one of those down beside a Giga or even a Theory. Theories drop torpor fairly fast as well. But yeah, obviously it would cost narcotics, so you know, everybody has a lot of narcotic though at the end of the day. But sometimes in some cases for like bigger tames, things that drain super fast, you're almost better off using the narco berries because they release torpor a lot slower and they're a lot cheaper to grab. But yeah, I don't know. I really like that. I like the medical stand, and it also makes it pretty useful to get blood packs in your own base and get rid of tames that you don't want anymore and still get something useful from them. So yeah, I don't know. I like it. Anyway, we're going to grab a couple more berries here. Then I'm probably going to head back to the base and try and do a bit more building. But that guy is going to take a long time to wake up. So I really should have done that at the start of the video. But I was not thinking. I guess for the building, I could also just be using some ice bridges. Yeah, that's pretty useful. That guy is still taming up, by the way. I made it all the way back over to the base. And yeah, just gonna try and continue with some of this. So first of all, I think it's probably important to get my little gate down here. I need to get that skin back on my bar. Let's do that. Nice. Boom. Look at that. Oh, wow. That is such a cool looking gate. I actually really like the frame itself. So yeah, you can see it kind of extends up a little bit, but it definitely fits and suits with the walls though. I do like that. I really like that actually. It's awesome. Right, well, yeah, I need to switch all of these over in terms of skins, and then I also need to remove that. And, oh, you know what? Hang on. Let's see. Do I want this side on the inside or the outside? This thing. I guess I think I need to figure out what kind of variation I'm gonna have here. So, what I could do on the bottom is this. And then we go, like, upside down. And then I think we need to switch the top one, too. So we go like that, and then keep that one the normal way. So at the very bottom, we could do this, but I don't know. I don't know if that looks great. Yeah, I like this like shape that they have in the middle. And I also like the way that they kind of like blend together, like the lines kind of, I don't know. They definitely work together quite well. They thought about this. They really did. The only thing that I really don't like is that there's no like version of this kind of window where it's just like it goes from top to bottom, so you could almost do like you know, this one facing up like that, the top to bottom one right here, and then an upside down one right here. And I think that would look really cool, but there is no variation of the wall that has like the glass kind of panels that does that, unfortunately. So yeah, I'm definitely liking this though. I like that a lot. Okay, so I'm working with like a little idea that I have here. As you can see, we've got just a couple triangles placed on the edge of this kind of like, I guess, step up of the roof. And I kind of like that. Now, if I build down from those triangle roofs, I can cover up the gaps and everything. That's no biggie. Yeah, let me get over here real fast. Let me just do it here as well. I think this could look pretty good. We do that. We have to hop off to place the skin, though. Let's see. So go like that, and then that. Let me hop back on. I like that, actually. Yeah. So if those gaps are covered up, that actually would look really good, I think. Let me see. Let's go into photo mode. Let me just fly up here. Zoom this thing out. Okay, how's that look? Yeah, I think that's good. I think I like that. We obviously do need to cover up those gaps, though, because, like, it can't sit like that. But if we have those gaps covered up, I think it's going to look really nice. So, yeah, we need to do that. Yeah, I like that, man. That looks really good. Okay, we obviously have a lot more building to do here, and our mammoth is slowly taming. So, you know, we'll get there eventually, but still going to take a while. I do actually have a little bit of wood in here, and what I'm mainly missing right now is actually the stone. So I might just take the Dodic out for a little spin and try to get some more real fast. It just unfall on everybody. Okay, so I've pretty much just been doing more of the same stuff here. Nothing super groundbreaking, but I wanted to at least make a proper little entranceway into our building so I can actually get up here from the front. So it does kind of not completely align with that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to place another couple foundations there. Little bit of a waste, but it's all good. We can manage having a couple of them wasted down here. Anyway, so yeah, here is our entranceway into the building. And as you can see, I've done, let's just go into photo mode. I've done those little roofy bits, and I have also covered up the gaps as well. I've kind of done my best to like build out the rest of the back here, but we still need a bunch more materials to be able to make the rest of those roofs. And in all honesty, it would be a smart idea to just wait for the mammoth for those. Did not mean to fly into a tree. Also, I'm trying to keep this tree. I like that. Yeah, I don't want to break that. And all of this is non-breakable as well. So, yeah, anyway, I think we need to work on our like little balcony kind of area thing. So let me go ahead and do that real fast. So I'm kind of thinking we're going to need some railings. We're going to need some pillars. I'm probably going to need a lot more pillars just in general as well. But, yeah, so here, oh, it's okay because we can run up this. Nice. So yeah, here's where we're gonna have our like little balcony thingy. So I'm thinking at the bare minimum, a couple of our railings right along here. I love the little snow kind of effect on everything. It's really cool. I like that a lot, actually. That's usually where I have my food. Let me go ahead and eat some of that. And let's see. So let's switch those guys over real fast. And I think there's just one variation of them. Yeah, no extra ones. Okay, so then maybe some pillars coming up. So we could possibly do some like half pillars like this. And then maybe do a full pillar on each end. And then if I do the little thin ones from here, that could look pretty good. And then let's just do the full pillars on either side. And let's do all the skins real fast. I did something different. Oh, that's weird. Oh, I don't really like that. Okay, so the pillars have two different sides. So this is what this side looks like. That's what that side looks like. And then obviously the opposite of this would look the exact same as this. Same with that. So that's going to make it kind of annoying for like when we place pillars. I got to make sure that it's then facing the correct way. Unless, I can flip it. No, that's flipping vertically though. I can't flip it like on a horizontal axis. Huh. Also, what way do we want facing out? I actually don't even know. Probably this way. So this one over here needs to get flipped. Oh, that's really annoying. Wildcard, why? Hang on. What about these ones? Are they the same? Yeah, they are the same. The small ones. And then the thin pillars seem to be the same on every single side. Okay, so I got that flipped, right? Yeah, that should be flipped. Cool. Let me see. There we go. Yeah, that's looking pretty okay. I've actually also got like another little idea for over here. And for that, I'm going to need to get onto the roof. And do I have pieces for it? I still have a couple of these. That's good. Don't think we have any, what are they called? The little sloped walls. Let me see if I can make like one or two. Swing my Dodic at like one rock, then I should be able to get at least enough stone to make just two of these. And these little rocks, yeah. These tiny little rocks on the ground are actually like very good. They give a huge amount of stone. It's insane. Okay, so my idea is this. Oh, I ran right through my bridge. Is that not real? No. Okay, yeah, sometimes that happens. I don't know why it happens, but it does happen occasionally where it just doesn't count. I don't understand how it happens, but it is what it is. Yeah, so if we remove this and then we go like this, that's the corner, nice. So like that. I feel like that could be pretty cool. I think I'm gonna need to remove the bridge to actually get a proper look at it though. So let me go ahead and just build a new one like here. Yeah, that could be pretty nice. It just kind of adds like a bit of a variation to it. Yeah. The only thing is it doesn't, I don't know if that works well with the balcony part. Also, we need to flip all the skins and sort out all the skins afterwards. That's going to be such a pain. This also means that we can remove this piece. We don't need this piece anymore. Yeah, it does add some like interesting kind of angles and shape to the building. I don't know if it's necessary though. That's the only thing. So yeah, I do like it though. Let's see, just from a couple different angles. Let's go photo mode. The easiest way of just checking anything out. Yeah, I don't know. What do you guys think? Should I leave it like that? I have no idea. What I'm not going to do is I'm not going to add it onto the front bit as well. I don't want it there. But definitely for this bit, I feel like it kind of just adds something to it. So do we like that side or do we like that side? I'm thinking this side looks a little bit better. Okay, well, we are getting there with the build regardless of the fact that we don't have the mammoth right now. And looking at the mammoth, I can now see how the medical stand actually works. It seems to keep the creature topped up to 50% of its torpidity, because obviously that purple bar right there is the torpor. So yeah, that's kind of cool. I like that. It definitely keeps it topped up enough, so if it did run out of narcotic and it was going to rapidly drain, that you might have enough time to at least get back over there and give it some more. But yeah, that's pretty cool, I have to say. I really like that. Anyway, so yeah, so far so good with the building. I need to try and like cover up these bits right here because that doesn't look very good from the inside. And I've been like running around just swapping out a bunch of the different pieces that we have. So let me hop into photo mode once more. So yeah, you can see I've swapped out these bits so they kind of like face outwards now, which is pretty nice because obviously then we get to see that like red color right there, which we might eventually end up switching to you know, cyan or something like that. Probably not gonna switch the bits at the front. Did I do that over here? I think I might have. Yeah, no, I did. Okay, maybe we'll switch the bits at the back then as well. Yeah, also you may notice this is not a full foundation. I did have to add some ceilings in to kind of like bring it back a little bit, so I do eventually need to come along here and build some walls down to kind of like give it some support and everything. And yeah, obviously the back of the building is not meant to really be anything besides like a little balcony right here that I can just land on and walk into the building from. But yeah, all in all, it's looking pretty cool. You know, with the city in the backdrop, it definitely looks quite nice. Yeah, I like that. I need to make a mod or something, so if I defeat the the king, everything just turns to cyan instead of red. That's probably not possible, but that would be really cool if I could do that. Oh man. Anyway, so yeah, I'm just trying to kind of slot in some windows. Obviously, we've got some here on the front. I've got the same on the back. I might try and get some on the sides as well. Oh, and obviously you can also see I've used the variant gun to go ahead and just swap out some of these things. So we have kind of like the bottom row is the outside on both sides, and then the row above that is the inside on both sides. And then yeah, I'm kind of trying to like, I guess, alternate them, I suppose, but I haven't actually done... Have I done these ones? No, I have not. So apparently I've done this side, but I haven't done that side. So yeah, lots of things still need to be done. The skins are cool and all, but like sometimes, like I could not imagine having to do all that manually. Like that's why I'm so happy that we made the variant gun for Vanilla with Sprinkles, because it's as simple as just going like this. And then, you know, they swap over. So wait, which ones was I on again? I might need to go onto the inside to figure exactly which ones I need to do. So yeah, I need to swap these ones. So if I hit them once, then they'll swap to the outside on both sides. And then I'd have to swap them twice to essentially get the inside on both sides. But obviously that's not what we want. These definitely don't have any at all, right? No. Also, actually, one thing I don't like about these little windows is, let's say you wanted the window to like open like this way, you know. Oh, can I get that closed now? There we go. So if you wanted that to happen and you put the skin on, it goes like that. I don't like that. I don't like that at all, actually. That's a little silly. I don't know. But yeah, there we go. I guess we'll just swap it to that way. And we are thirsty once again. So, oh, our mammoth's up. Sweet. I might quickly just go ahead and grab that guy. Let me make a saddle. All right, we got that coming. I'm just going to dump the rest of this stuff in. We're going to have to run all the way over and grab that thing. And then, yeah, we're going to have to come all the way back here. So it's going to be a little bit of a long trip. Yeah, I think we might need to go ahead and get a Desmodus for maybe the next episode. In fact, I got a lot of comments about the really amazing loot cave, and yeah, I think I want to possibly go there, like, during that video. And I know Desmodus spawned in that cave as well, so that's going to be pretty good. But, yeah, having a Desmodus to just get around, it's kind of necessary. But the Sanguine Elixirs, that is where it's at. I honestly, like, I'm beyond grateful for the fact that they decided to bring back in the Desmodus at this point instead of making us wait till I don't even know when Fjorder's coming out. It wasn't on the roadmap thing that got released a couple weeks ago, but then again, that's like a bunch of things that, you know, make profit, so they're not gonna have Fjorder on there. But yeah, also you can get around a little bit faster using this guy if you do some jumping. But, yeah, it's kind of a little bit difficult if you don't have very good ping compared to your server. Anyway, let me get all the way over there. Do one more ice bridge, and there we go. Now, I'm wondering if it's still feeding him narcotic. It might be. It seems to have stopped. Cool. Oh, no. I think it just went down to 20. Oh, it is still it's still giving him torpor. I mean, it's not that much, but, like, what the hell? Oh, actually, here's something that I noticed, and I don't know if anybody else noticed it, but yeah, check this out. So obviously, I have that one trait where we get the imprint, right? But for some reason, my Cryolophosaurus doesn't have it. So I don't know what happened there. Now, I was thinking it might have something to do with the fact, by the way, that moon looks beautiful. It might have something to do with the fact that I was nowhere near the cryo when it got tamed, but I wasn't near the mammoth either, and it has it. So yeah, I'm not really sure what's went on there, but the cryo should be slightly imprinted, but it's just not for some reason. So yeah, that kind of sucks. Not really sure what happened there. Stats wise, really high oxygen. Yep. It's got a lot of 35s there. 35 health, 35 weight, 35 melee. Yeah, that is a really bad mammoth. I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, that base is definitely looking pretty cool. Oh man, you know what, actually I'm gonna just run over here instead, because yeah, this is where all the wood is, and I want to at least use the mammoth a little bit, because I know I'm gonna need a couple more structures before we're done here. So yeah, I'm gonna pull it out right here, and I'm gonna grab all this wood. By the way, you can get sap from some of the trees around here. I think they're more of kind of like the bigger trees give the sap, but yeah, it's pretty nice. Here we go. Boom. Oh yeah. Oh, that's so much better. That is so much better. Wow. I can feel my hatchet just, like, you know, sitting back in its chair, just like resting, knowing that its job is done for the moment. You know? Oh my god. All right, well, you know what? I think we're probably going to end off the episode here. We need to do a bit more gathering. We need to do a bit more building. But in all honesty, I feel like for the majority of the building, it's pretty much done. I just need to, like, chuck in all my benches and everything. And yeah, we're going to have to work towards trying to get the rest of all the other stuff that I'm going to need, which is, I mean, we can make a chemistry bench now at this point, and I probably should do that as well. Luckily, silica pearls are not that crazy hard to get on this map. Although I don't believe... Are there any anglerfish on this map? Probably not, right? I don't think so. That would have been good if there was anglerfish. Well, maybe there is. I don't know. If anybody knows if there's anglerfish, please let me know. I would very much appreciate it. But yeah, I can make the chemistry bench. It's just going to take a little bit of work on the electronic, but everything else is kind of easy-ish. The cementing paste is still a bit of an issue. I really should have tamed a frog. I didn't think that there was going to be that many bugs back in our initial area. That's why I didn't really want to bother with it, but there actually turned out to be a decent amount, so I probably should have done that. But also, I do need to check and see if there's any beaver dams, because I know there are beavers. I need to go back over there and check, because I've checked on my single player, and I don't think the beavers have been there long enough to actually lay the dams down. Lay the dams, that's what they do. Anyway, we could possibly also try to build a forge, but that's maybe a little bit too difficult right now. Yeah, especially with the oil. Still don't really know a super great spot to get the oil, but we'll work towards some of this stuff. In all honesty, you know, maybe in the next episode there might be a couple benches in here, and then we're gonna progressively work towards getting the rest of them. But yeah, all in all, I feel like this is a good start on the base, and this was a lot of work anyway. And now we've got our mammoth as well. Oh, he's in the ball. I was looking around to try and see him, but yeah, I think it's looking pretty good. What do you guys think about it? You know, a little bit more work's obviously needed, a couple more structure swaps and everything to make sure everything's facing the right way. But yeah, I think it's looking quite nice. I like it. I definitely like it. And it's definitely big enough for us to build our workshop and have enough space in there for at least, you know, a couple of tames to be breeding for the moment before we build something more permanent. But yeah, I don't know. I like it. Anyway, guys, that's gonna be it. If you have enjoyed this one, drop a like, subscribe if you want to see more. Maybe Desmodus in the next one, like I said. Honestly, kind of want to. I love the sanguine elixirs, man. I don't like drinking them because they probably don't taste very nice, but you know what? They are very, very useful, and we need them going forward. Anyway, that's it. I'll catch you in the next one.